Well, hello back to another new video, and in this video I'm having a look at another 4 pairs of men's taller country boots. So I hope you enjoy this review and my thoughts on these 4 different makes of boots that I've selected, and on with the video. So I've decided to do another one of these videos. I've been interested in these sort of men's taller country boots for many years. I think I've said you'll probably see me about in the garden. I've got my old, very old tatty Dubarry Kildare boots on, which need a clean again. I have made a video how I clean these, and I'll probably put a link up to there if you'd like to have a look. And these desperately need cleaning. I've been 1 or 2 walks in some wet fields. These must be 15 years old now. They're still waterproof. They're still very comfortable to wear, but the trouble with the Dubarry boots is a replacement pair like this would probably cost you in the region of, I think they start at around about £340 plus. You might get them cheaper in a bit of a sale, you know, but you're going to be lucky to find them under £300. Anyway, we've got 4 different boots to have a look at this time, and I'll pull them out. You know, I've shown a little clip at the beginning there, and I'll pull them out individually, and we'll probably zoom in a bit and have a better look at them. The first boots that I'll show you are these are Tougher, and that's T-U-F-F-A, Tougher, made in Norfolk, UK. Tougher really specialise in equestrian boots and make some wonderful riding boots. All these boots are not riding boots. These are purely country boots, you know, for country walking, dog walking, gardening. You could do, work around your equestrian facility if you had one, but they're not really designed to ride horses in. I will probably do another video. Many years ago in my younger days, I did ride horses. And so I have got some proper riding boots. We might compare and what the differences are, but we're not doing that today. These are all classed as, country walking boots. They're basically a better looking Wellington boot, if you like, or a classier Wellington boot, depending how you want to view it. So these are Tougher Suffolk boots. There again, men's. They come in sizes right up, I believe, to 12, 13. That's 44, 45 in European sizes. So very big sizes. These retail, I think, at about £188. I will put a link to Tougher's website. You can buy them straight from their website. Very good boot. I like them. As I say, perhaps it's now a good time to sort of have a bit of a zoom in. So I hope you can probably see those a little bit better. You lost my head there, but never mind about that. Made of a leather, 100% leather these are, and they have quite nice Velcro straps, no zips. The trouble with zips on these country boots is they tend to, zips wear out, zips break. If you go in muddy fields, they can clog up with mud. Zips aren't brilliant, I've found, on these boots. So that gives you a little bit more width there to get them on and off. And I will probably put some video of me in them, or just me. I will do that inside. Obviously it's November, it's a cold day today. It's totally different to the last time I did a video about boots. It was a lovely summer's day. So I'm not going to take my boots off and try them on out in this cold, but I'll probably give you a look at every boot that I'm looking at, and I'll put them on and show you what they look like. Put them on, easy to put them on, as I say, with the Velcro. And you can do the Velcro back up, as I say. So that's a Tougher Suffolk boot. Nice grippy, well soled boots. Very substantial soles there. and I'm not going to say these are 100% waterproof. I think they do recommend you to put like a dubbiny, a bit like the cleaner that I use and preservative that I use. There again, I will put a link to how I clean these boots, and that would certainly make them even more waterproof. And these have, down on the in round where the foot goes, they've got a really super wool lining, and they feel really warm. You know, round this bit, this bit inside, it's got a really super warm lining. I like those. I think they're very stylish. A man's boot, you know, doesn't look feminine. Not that should worry anybody these days. But if you're thinking, you know, you're wanting some boots and you think, oh, those look a bit, you know, more for the ladies. Well, I think these are very manly and very good boots. A very good reputable company, as I say, that's really been designed for people who, you know, use boots in and out, as say in the equestrian field and outside. And so I like those, and so they are the tougher Suffolk country boots. Very good. And as I say, they retail around about the £180 mark. I think I looked on their site this morning, I think they're £189 or thereabouts. So not too ruinous, because they would last you many years if you looked after them. So as I say, tougher TUFFA Suffolk country boots. I will just zoom out to you because it seems very rude not to talk to you. I've got another pair here of Dubarry boots, and to me these are a strange mixture. These are Dubarry Kildare boots, super quality boots. I mean, you know, the leather, you know, the soles, Gore-Tex lined. You could walk through a little stream with those, you know, come right up to there, and they are going to keep your feet dry, like my Galway boots that I've got on. I mean, the one thing about Dubarry boots is they are 100% waterproof. I'm not going to say, you know, if you keep them, you know, like these, the older they get, obviously that does tend to wear eventually. And if you have them resoled, I think you might find, you know, that sort of begins to make them less waterproof. But a lovely crafted boot, all the Dubarry boot range. So these are the Kildare boots, but I find these a strange combination. As you can see, only, you know, sort of, if I hold my leg, only comes up sort of maybe, you know, 2/3 height wise to the Galway. I'll zoom back in again now. So hopefully you might see them a little bit better if we get them in the angle of the camera. And as I say, lovely boots, super quality, super well made, definitely 100% waterproof, but I just don't like the height. And that's just a personal thing. You know, you might like not such a high boot. You know, just doesn't come up your leg quite so much as, say, the Galway or the tougher Suffolk we've just looked at. So something a little bit different there in those Dubarry Kildare boots. And there again, the problem with all Dubarry boots is I think these retail new for around about the £290 mark, which is a phenomenal amount of money, really. I had these, I didn't buy these, by the way. These were bought for me as a present a number of years ago, and as you can see, I have barely wore them. I do sometimes actually quite like these. I do put these on in the winter if it's been, you know, quite icy or wet or snowy, I do sometimes cycle. If you've seen my other channel, I'm a very keen e-biker and cycle. I don't own a car, one of those strange people, and so I cycle everywhere. And I have worn them, you know, because they look quite dressed up, the Dubarry boots, when they're new. So in that respect they're quite useful, and as I say, I didn't buy them and I don't think I would buy them because I just prefer the boots a little bit higher. So they're the Dubarry Kildare boots, beautifully made, like all Dubarry stuff. I mean, I'm not paid to say this, I have no connection with any of these manufacturers of boots, I have to say. This is a totally personal review and my thoughts entirely. So, but they are, you know, having had the experience of the Galway boots like I've got on and how long they've lasted, I can't really fault them. So as I say, that's the Dubarry Kildare, and as I say, that's a little bit less boot height up your leg, which might appeal to people, you know. Give you a close-up of the Dubarry Kildare. There we go. As I say, super made boot. It's just the height that I'm, you know, not quite so keen on myself, but absolutely splendidly, you know, crafted, and you know, would probably last you, well, if you looked after it, probably at least. And the next boot I come on to, and I'll leave the camera zoomed in for the moment. Now these are, there again, I picked these up many years ago and haven't worn them very much. These are made by the Hunter boot company, which you might be more familiar. Hunter make the green and navy Wellington, the rubber Wellington boots, and make some great Wellington boots. And a few years ago they went into making these, these are called the Balmoral leather Wellingtons. It's an all leather boot. There again, is meant to be 100% waterproof, and I think they would be, because they are there again beautifully made, like the Hunter Wellington boots. Super soled, really chunky, really kind of a manly looking, you know, boot again. Unfortunately, there again, I think it was price what beat them on these. I mean, when these were made, they were round about £300 a pair, and I picked these up in quite a classy outdoor shop in our local town, and they were a sale. They happened to just have my size in them, and it was just in the middle of summer, and they wanted them out the way. So they weren't going to be manufactured by Hunter anymore, and I think I picked these up for only about £90, which, you know, was probably, well, a huge amount off what the retail price would have been. But why I'm showing you these is because these are a boot very similar to this in design, is made again by a company called Royal Scott, and they make a boot called the Glencoe boot, and I'll try and put some links to these, but obviously you'll have to understand these links will only be probably active for a short time, because I'm doing this in November 2021, so you know, but at the moment in time the Royal Scott Glencoe boots are being heavily discounted. They are sold like at many outlets, even like Millets, the outdoor shop, and I saw some online this morning for £140 in, you know, most men's sizes, and they are virtually identical to these Hunter Balmoral boots. Now, I have never seen the Royal Scot boots, so I can't, you know, confirm whether the quality is the same as these Hunters, because there again, these are beautifully cloth lined inside. There's leather so far down, then they go to a cloth lining. As I say, they are meant to be 100% waterproof, and an all-round super boot. You know, I appreciate, maybe why I like boots is because my great-great-grandfather did a 7-year apprenticeship and was a boot and shoe maker, and in the end had his own little shop and actually made handmade shoes and boots. And whether it's in my genetics or genes, that's been passed down, but I just admire, you know, the craftsmanship and how they're put together, although most of these, you know, is probably done more, you know, on a factory basis today. It's still, you know, shoes and boots like this are still to some degree handmade in the process, and so I mean they are, I just like the colour, I like the colour of the leather. Are we holding that in the right place? Can we see that? If I get up and bring it to the camera perhaps. As I say, and just an all-round, you know, cracking boot they are. And as I say, if you're looking for some, you think, oh, I like those, you might still be lucky and find some second-hand. I mean, it's always worth, if you don't mind buying second-hand boots, always worth a look on eBay or one of the auction sites. And as I say, these are Hunter Balmoral, but the Royal Scot Glencoe, which is still being made and you can buy today, is a very, very similar boot to this. So that brings us on to our last pair of boots that I'm going to look at in this little video. And I always like to try and cover something, you know, more of a budget kind of a boot. And these are Trespass, that's T-R-E-S, capital B-O-N, Trespass. I had never come across these. I picked these up on Amazon in the summer, and I only paid £74 for them. I like the colour. I thought the colour, and they are all leather, nice sole on them, and they're nice, and they're a nice soft leather, not too stiff. So obviously that makes them quite easy to get on and off. Obviously some boots can be quite difficult to get on and off, and you might want to invest in a boot puller, so you know you find that easier to get them off. That's just a bit of wood with a hook that you put your foot on, and you can pull your boot off. I'll probably show you a boot puller later on, if I do some little inside clips with these boots on. So yeah, these Trespass, very nice. As I say, for the money, I haven't had really chance, as you see, I haven't really worn them yet, so it's unfair to say, you know, what they're going to be like. Nice kind of suede lining inside, very soft. I don't think for one moment they would be 100% waterproof, but there again, you could clean them and you know, put some waterproof leather cleaner on, and as I say, the link to the stuff I use, which I can't remember off the top of my head, I'll put that link above. I did a video of cleaning some Dubarry boots, and obviously that really does, if you that's like a waxy type cleaner, and if you get it in on the seams and round the toe, that would really aid in making them more waterproof. So their Trespass boots, quite a nice little, just a little bit of a fashion there of a buckle detail on there. But very nice boots, and they feel nice on. You know, you can often tell if you go out looking for boots. You know, you'll often tell as soon as you put a pair on, they feel right. These kind of boots don't need any sort of breaking in. You know, it's how they feel when you put them on, and they often feel right. You know, for me, straight away, or they don't. And these felt lovely. As I say, very soft leather, and if we bring them a bit closer for you, as I say, and they're called the Trespass, and they're again available in most sizes. These were classed as a unisex boot for men and for women, and went right up into sizes, you know, 12, 13 men's sizes, really big sizes. That's equates to what, 44, 45, 46 in EU sizes. I don't know what the availability about these is at the moment. To say, these were bought off an Amazon site, and they were only about £74. I briefly spoke in the video about a boot puller, and this is a boot puller. Obviously, if you find taking these types of boots off difficult, you could make one of these very easily. It's just a cut out piece of wood, as you can see if I lay it on the floor. You put it down on the floor like that, and slot your foot in and take the boot off. It's very easy to use. You'll see this, but all you do is, what I like to do is put that foot on there like so, and then put your foot in, and then you very easy can get the boot off. Then you can put that one in. And it makes getting these type of boots off a breeze. Those Trespass are very easy. They're a soft boot, so they do come off very easy. Obviously, the thicker the boots, if you've got like really thick leather riding boots, which, as I say, we will have a look at the difference, then obviously it's much difficult. Modern riding boots have zips now, obviously, which is another ball game altogether and makes it much easier. But worth investing definitely in a boot puller to keep it handy when you take your boots off, or even chuck it in the car with you if you're going for a walk, etc. Well, thanks for watching this video. I ran out of time yesterday to finish recording this little end bit. If you've got any questions about these boots that I've had a look at in this video, please pop a question in the comment section below, and please do comment, you know, about the video, about boots, or what you like, what you wear, and I'll always answer any comment that's posted. And as always, please do think about subscribing. You know, that's entirely up to yourself, but it does help us smaller channels, you know, gain some credibility on YouTube. So we really do thank you, and that does, you know, help us so much. So thanks to all that have subscribed. I will see you in a future video, and as always, thank you so much for watching these videos,